Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. Today I have for you a process video using the Felicity Jane. I think this is the Grace kit. And what I did was I took their green cardstock that came with the kit and I just painted white acrylic paint all across the top 2/3. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I just painted that all over and then let that dry. And so now I'm going to use that as my cardstock for this 12 by 12 layout. Now I am taking this stencil that's of the Vintage Hearts. It's a stencil and I will have that link down below if it's still available. And then I'm using Nouveau Mousse in the Indian Gold, and I'm using that to go from a diagonal foundation from the top left to the bottom right. And I'm going to go ahead and let that dry after I do that. Make sure when you're using your stencils, and especially with the Nouveau Mousse, you need to make sure you keep it airtight so that it doesn't dry out. So after I let it dry, I'm using this picture of my daughter opening her school supplies. We went to, I can't remember if it was Walmart or Target. I think it was Target. And we bought her a bunch of school supplies. She doesn't really need school supplies because her school provides all of that, but she wanted to have some school supplies, office supplies, and she gets the love of that from me because I, love stationery and anything planner and office supply-ish. I'm making sure that I have the Felicity Jane roller date stamp on the correct date so I can go ahead and date this afterwards. And then I'm going to use my ATG, and it was all jacked up so I had to fix it there. But I go ahead and mat this on the pink diamond kind of paper, and then I'm going to put different kinds of layers all behind it. Now I'm put the adhesive only in the middle of my photo because I like to pop it up with foam dots afterwards. And you'll see I just do about 3 layers, and then I'm going to move on with my layout. After I do that, I just like to have tiny pieces of the paper showing because that's just the way I like it. I like mine with a lot of white space on my layout. I like that kind of clean look, but I'm trying to get into mixed media just a little bit more to make my layouts just a little more interesting. Now right there I'm using my Tombow Mono multi-adhesive to adhere the photo to the layout because I did use the Nouveau Mousse and it's all texturized, so I need to use the Tombow Mono multi-adhesive to make sure that photo stays on my layout. Now I'm using the Alpha kit that came with the kit, and I'm spelling out school here, but you'll see the kit only comes with 1 alpha, and I do end up buying 2 more alphas for a total of 3 sets. I'm going to mess around with this, and then I end up moving the word school over to the right. You'll see that here in a bit, and I'm using school supplies as my title. So I'm spelling supplies backwards on the bottom, and I love the mint on mint. I love the monochromatic look of this title on the bottom. Now I am going to justify the word school, and I'm going to use different alphas, and I think this is from the Madison kit, and I'm going to actually title it Love of School Supplies. I want to document how my daughter loves school supplies and markers and pens and pencil cases and all of that starting at a young age, because I remember loving that when I was young as well. And I just think it's like mother like daughter, and I think she's going to love scrapbooking just as much as I do. So I'm using these alphas, the tiny alphas. I love these. And by the way, Felicity Jane is having their Black Friday sale now, so if you're interested in anything from them, go ahead and take a look. Even some of their Cocoa kit, which is their December kit, is on sale. So I'm taking the labels that I fussy cut out from the 12 by 12 paper, and I'm going to use my Felicity Jane roller date stamp with the Morning Mist in the VersaFine. I like the Morning Mist because it's a gray color instead of a stark black. And I think that looks so much better on, or that's the way I prefer it. Now there's a chipboard that had the word home on it, and I'm going to adhere that to the bottom right hand side of my photo, but I want to put one of those tabs on my layout as well. I end up using the black and white plaid, and I'm going to stamp the word essential on using the Morning Mist and using the stamps from the Bloom kit, I think is where I'm going to do it, and it has essentials that'll and no, it's not from there. I'm using the word essentials from a COVID stamp that I got. And I think this one is from, oh shoot, now I can't remember where I got this COVID stamp. I will look it up and I will have that link down below in case you're interested in getting that COVID stamp. So I'm going to adhere that tab to my layout on the top left hand side, and I'm going to use my tiny attacher to attach that. And I'm going to use my Tombow Mono multi-adhesive to adhere the word home to the bottom right hand side of my photo. So this is a diagonal foundation from the top left to the bottom right. Now my three areas of embellishment clusters would be the top left of my photo, the bottom right of my photo, and then the bottom right of my layout. Now I'm keeping this pretty simple because I do have a lot of mixed media in there, and I don't want too much because I do like a lot of white space with my layout, so I don't want to add too much more. And you know what? Layouts don't need to have a ton of embellishments for it to be a complete layout, and that's what I love about it. Now you'll see I have foam adhesive here that I'm just cutting through strips because I don't like to waste any, and I'm going to just cut them up and cut them into little pieces and pop up the corners of my photos to make sure I give it extra dimension. After that, I'm going to go through some of the embellishments that I also have left in the kit because this was a huge kit for me because I did order doubles of the paper and some of the embellishments. So after I do that, I'm going to put a chipboard star on the tab that I have over there, another chipboard heart to the bottom right with where the label is with the date, and also a shiny silver star that came with the kit as well. And I'm going to adhere all of that using my Tombow Mono multi-adhesive. So after that, I call my layout done. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, and share this with a friend who you think might enjoy these types of process videos. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.